Losing my friggin' mind. Hey, what's up, Andre? Yeah, what's up, Master Staruwatari? Y'all, so hey, what's up? Oops. Okay. Nice. Hell. Well, obviously you should pick mine. And I hope you have a good nap, Andre. Vlad the kitty is having a good nap right next to me too. Stupid green gem never homes in. Of course. Fuck you, dogs. I'm confused. Very confused. Whatever. The only like crazy glitch is in like Spyro 2 and 3 called the roll in air. There's a bunch of cool tricks you can do in this game, but not really like glitches. Did they like patch this shit? Like what the fuck was taking him so long? He just wouldn't get the hell over there. Holy crap. Terrible. Okay, like, seriously? I'm getting a little irritated with Spyro's fucking shitty charge hitbox. Where he literally hits nothing. Yep. Struggling so hard today. Hello, get... I'm trying not to complain, but it's just like, every like 5 seconds there's something to complain about. Because literally every 5 seconds of this game, something stupid happens. Sure, why not? Tell me. Whoops. Hey, Seraphim.
Are you ready to go?
Okay. That sucks. What? I hate this game. Like, what the fuck, man? Why? Why does that have to happen? This is easily the worst place to freaking have this happen to. Hey, I stab. Hey, Lulu. What are you doing? I did not tell you to do that. Oh man. I'm gonna lose my fucking shit. Really? You know, I was charging. But apparently the video game just doesn't give a shit. Oh man. Hi, Vlad. Whatever, dude. Just can't care anymore. Okay, like, I hate when I'm just moving the analog stick around, but the game decides to click, or well, the controller decides to just click it in. Like, it's so easy to click in the stick. It's really annoying. I don't want to click in the stick. I just want to, like, move the stick around. And why did they have... Oh, that's... It really annoys me that you can't, like, remap the controls, because I do not want Sparks's find ability to be mapped to clicking in the stick. Not in a million years. Maybe clicking in the right stick. That would make sense. Not the left stick. Why'd you have to put it on the left stick? Why would I use D-pad in a game that obviously works better with an analog stick? They really do have just terrible design decisions, though, like... like putting Sparks Finder on the left analog stick. It's like, I don't know what led them to think that was a good decision, but you know. Well, its remaster is slower and more annoying, and it has terrible fucking controls, to say the least. Honestly, trying to control Spyro sometimes just feels like you're trying to like control him with ice physics at all time. It's like the air is ice physics. Anytime you charge jump into the air, you're like pretty much on ice. What an awful run. Ugh, 6 are terrible, man.
Hop aboard for the Magic Crafter's world if you're ready.
I mean, without argument, the game controls worse than the originals. That's just a fact. The only thing that makes this game not complete shit is the fact that there's quick pivots. If it weren't for that, this game would be freaking horrendous to speedrun. Oops. What was that all about? I don't know, the way that I think about this game is that they had like one good design decision for every 5 bad design decisions. And it's just an untested freaking pile of shit in most cases. Like how when you charge those enemies, there's that enemy, and then there's another enemy that are the exact same enemy, where you charge into them, and they don't give you their gem for some reason. Oh yeah, and gem in the floor, that's totally fine. Video game is perfect. Yes, Sparks is complete garbage, pretty much. Everyone complains about him, and they have every single right to. Because not only is he garbage, they put the Sparks find ability on the left click in the left control stick, analog stick. Which means that, like, you'll like randomly try and move Spyro and click in the stick accidentally, and then you can't collect gems with Sparks for like 2 seconds because, you know, you clicked in the stick. So not only is he just bad, like there's also that mechanic that completely freaking ruins everything too. Just questionable design decision. Breezy, I think the most annoying thing is that you can't recenter the camera like in the original Spyro 2 and 3 with the original controls. They made it impossible to do so. So you have to play with Reignited controls if you want to recenter the camera. And I just think that's unacceptable. Like, really? You removed the functionality from your so-called retro controls that was in the original game. It's like they didn't even freaking know it was a thing. That clicking in all 4 buttons, all 4 shoulder buttons, or L2, R2 at the same time recenters the camera. It's just like, how could they miss that? And call it retro controls. Just like, fuck, man. It makes you wonder if they even played the originals. That's why I play with Reignited controls, because you can't recenter the camera with the retro ones. So it's like, what's the point with playing with retro if I'm gonna have such a disadvantage with the camera? Whoops. Yeah, I mean, I want the Sparks finding ability remapped, but I can't. Also, you can't use Sparks's find ability while you're charging anymore. Just like, you think these things are like nitpicking, but it's like they actually made a worse game because of it, you know? Oh great. Of course, that would get fucked over. Yeah, this game works flawlessly. Basically, that spider gets stuck. I don't have Sparks right now? Where'd he go? Was I? Oh, I must have been on green Sparks. Oh yeah, because I charged into the fireworks chest, and then I got hit by the spider. Okay, that makes sense. Never mind, not confused. Oh, another thing they completely messed up is that they inverted R2 and L2 on the retro controls. So if you want to control the camera with the analog stick in the way that like an analog stick would control the camera, you have to play with inverted R2 and L2 cameras compared to the original. So if you want like right on the analog stick to go right, like turn the camera right, then you're gonna have to deal with inverted R2, L2 controls. It's just like, why? It is just like, why? But Alexo, the thing about the controls for the camera that was really nice in the original is that you could be jumping and move the camera simultaneously, because that's when you would want to move the camera, is when you're jumping and you want it to readjust like a tiny bit. But now, if you want to jump and move the camera at the same time, you have to take your finger, or like you either have to claw or you have to take your finger off the jump button so that you can change the camera. That's why camera controls aren't good for this game on the control stick. Oh my god. And you know, it would have just been fine if they just kept the controls the way that they actually were in the originals, not just pretend like they knew what the hell they were talking about and call it retro controls. So fuck off, then. wish I could just map my own controls. That would just be so much more fun. And it's something that is so easy to program. It is amazing how easy it is to program customizable controls nowadays. Yet they did not make it an option. They give you two control schemes that are complete fucking garbage. I mean, really, the way that I think of it is like they didn't play the originals and they didn't know what they were recreating. Because you can definitely see it, that they just like did not know how it worked in the originals, so they just took creative... They used it as a creative opportunity to make it worse than the originals, I guess. Because they thought arbitrarily that it would be better than the originals if they did it a certain way. Just like how they made the design decision to make enemies attack you through walls. So there's literally not line of sight programmed into the game. I mean, that one's great. That one's just like, wow. You guys are seasoned developers and you didn't create a line of sight. Something that's been around for decades. Something that was in the original. It just fucking boggles my mind. I don't know, like, a lot of it just seems to me like lazy or amateur programming. With a mixture of not tested enough. And I feel like the not tested enough really comes down to the fact that they bit off more than they could chew. They didn't have enough time to make these games. So that's why there's things like that despawning enemy in Wizard Peak, and certain gems that Sparks doesn't pick up, and stuff like that. But a lot of like the design, like the bubbly crystal hitboxes, the flame being like really bad, I just chalk it down to like bad programming, honestly. Just like really amateur mistakes made by people. Yeah, I know. I'm actually pretty upset that they made a team that has never used Unreal Engine 4 make an Unreal Engine 4 product. I feel like we kind of got cheated out of a good remake because the entire team had never used Unreal Engine 4 before. So like, that's why there's so many problems with hitboxes and just the physics in general being like really freaking weird is just down to the fact that they weren't used to the engine. So like, they just kind of made it shitty. Yo, what's up, Pen and Joey? How you doing? And it sucks because some of the things that they did are really great. like good decisions, and then they had really bad decisions, like these guys' gems don't home in anymore, and you can't skip animations on chests anymore. You can't get gems out of chests immediately anymore. Like, they like made all these animations like force you to watch them before you can collect a gem type thing. And then they have like random good design decisions like charging into fireworks chests, home in the gem immediately. It's like, that's a cool design decision. So why did you fuck up everything else? It's like they took something that was good in the original, and instead of recreating it, they made it worse.
Would you like to go?
But then they took design decisions to make certain things that were bad in the originals and made them better. But I feel like they took things that were perfectly good in the originals and made them worse more often than they actually like made things better. I don't think they're patching anything, which is kind of sad. But yeah, Hannah Joe, at least the game looks nice. Because at least they have really talented design artists. That is definitely something that Toys for Bob has going for them. It's just really unfortunate that the developers all had to work on a new engine, therefore come out with something that was not as good as what someone might have expected from them. But yeah, I think they were already over budget on the project, so they're probably not gonna patch anything, because to them, having anybody on the team dedicated to patching this game is probably A, out of the budget of the project because it's Activision, and B, they're not making any money by patching the game. So what they're probably going to do is they're going to make a Switch and PC version with maybe some patches in like a year. Because then they can sell more copies. So to them that's actually like, yeah, we can make more money, so let's do this kind of thing. Because they could literally care less about the people that are playing this game. Like, they sold a crap ton of copies, and they just cash in and get out. That's how Activision rolls, man. Oops. The thing is, they never patched anything like significant in the Crash NST. There was actually like a list of issues that speedrunners found that they sent to Vicarious Vision, and they said like, you know, here's a list of things that need fixed, you know. Like, there was a significant issue with the bounce height off of boxes and stuff, and they never actually patched that. They patched like a soft lock, and that was it. And then they didn't release a patch until the Switch version, Switch and PC version. And I think all they really patched was loads, which is nice. It's nice to have better loads and stuff, but they didn't actually patch a significant issue with the bouncing physics, which people kept complaining about. Did I like... Oh, I totally fucking blanked out here. Okay. Let's Oh my god. That was stupid of me. But yeah, which is kind of leading me to what I wanted to say about this game, is I think that at best we can expect maybe one patch where they're gonna fix like some groundbreaking bugs that make the game like unbeatable type thing, like some soft locks and stuff. Like maybe they'll fix the whale glitch. That's something I could see them fixing, the soft lock with the whale. But like anything that would make the game better and more enjoyable is probably not a priority. Because they could literally give a shit about speedrunners. They can pretend like they give a shit about speedrunners, but they really don't care. Hell, they didn't even want to add subtitles. They pretty much openly said like, oh, we wanted to be true to the originals, so we're not adding subtitles. So yeah, the fact that they don't even want to add subtitles for people that are hard of hearing and like, you know, just as an accessibility option, they're probably not going to do anything of significance, patch the game. Yeah, Toys for Bob didn't even make the Spyro 3 version. That's crazy. It's completely outsourced. That's like kind of funny. So yeah, they would have to get that team to do changes. Or Toys for Bob would have to get caught up with how they made Spyro 3. I don't know, it's just... it's really weird. Are you kidding me? What the fuck, Spyro? You're a turd, man. You are a turd. It really was sad. Like, you should look it up. You should look up Activision's response to the people, like, complaining about not having subtitles. And just read through it and just see how much Activision actually gives a shit about this game. 'Cause I can tell you, they give zero shits about this game. All they wanted to do was cash in on nostalgia. And that's just really sad. But that's what you get. That's what you get when a company like Activision, who gives no shits about what you think about the game, is in charge of paying the people who made the game. Oh. Yeah, I'm sorry for complaining so much. Katie kind of pointed it out to me the other day that, like, she, like, barely watches me play anymore because I complain so much. I don't know, I need to, like, fix my attitude. Just tough. It's tough when, like, you really hope this game would be great and that they would, like, make things better. But it sucks, man. It sucks when they almost delivered a good game, but then they just don't care to actually, like, make it better. They were so close. I feel like this game has so much potential, but we're just kind of left sitting with a half-finished product that's gonna just die out because of it. This is a decent Misty Fog. It's just like, I've had so many people like comment on my videos saying like, this game is amazing, I don't know why you're complaining so much, and it's just like, I don't think people understand just like how kind of shittily made the game was from like a standards point of view. Like, the kind of physics that I expect from a game made in 2018 is a lot higher than what I see in this video game. And it's just kind of disappointing. EA had like a really stupid thing with Fallout 76, like the whole thing about like the nylon bag. Like it was supposed to be like the collector's edition for Fallout 76 was supposed to be like this like nice canvas bag or whatever, and it ended up being just like a nylon bag. Like one of those cheap ass nylon bags you get for free. People were pissed, man. Just sucks when they really don't give a shit about anything. Oh yeah, Bethesda, sorry. I don't know why I said EA, but yeah. Got confused. Which sucks, because I love Bethesda's games. Like, they make some amazing games, but they really fell off the wagon with this last game, Fallout 76. Like, everyone's just complaining about how bad it is. Hey man, I wouldn't blame him, honestly. And for everyone that actually like bought the special edition or whatever and got that nylon bag, you feel cheated by a company that, you know, you've been supporting for a long time, like, because they've pumped out like really good games and stuff, but they've really freaking shat the bed on this last one. I mean, everyone knows that Activision kind of sucks, but when you got like Bethesda doing that shit now, it's quite sad to see. Oh, I don't know. I thought the FF10 port, like the FF10 HD, I thought it was amazing. Like, I thought the quality was great. But, like, FF10 is, like, one of my favorite games, so. Just seeing it in that high quality was, like, really something for me. I didn't know that there was, like, complaints about that, because I thought it was super good. The thing is, with the special edition thing, it sounded like to give back to the people that felt cheated, all they did was give them like 500 in-game credits for the game, which is the equivalent of about $5, even though like the canvas bag probably would have had a price of closer to like 40, 50 bucks. And they don't even give you money back, they give you the illusion of something by giving you in-game credits to their own game, you know? To the crappy game you didn't even want to play anyways. I think somebody made a joke like, you can't even buy an in-game backpack for that much. So it's just like, really? Where is the green gem? There's always a green gem somewhere, but I guess not this time. But yeah, maybe like they've done a little bit more since then. I'm not sure. What about backpacks? I don't know. Did you hear about this, Joker? Where, if you bought like the special edition or whatever for Fallout 76, you were supposed to get like a canvas bag with all the stuff or whatever. And instead of getting a nice canvas bag, they openly stated like, that they gave out nylon bags because it was cheaper to produce. So they literally gave people something, like, they gave a product that wasn't as they had said it was gonna be. And then to give back to the people who felt cheated, they gave them like $5 in-game credit to the video game. You have it? Yeah. So you know what I'm talking about.
Are you ready to go?
Yeah, that's really... They are doing a replacement? Oh, okay, so they're actually gonna send people out what they said that they were gonna send them out? Freaking shows them, honestly. Like, you really expect that you can just say you're gonna give something to someone and then just like be like, actually, you know what, we decided that we're gonna give you something of much less quality. But that's okay, because you already bought our product, so that's fine that we can just, you know, not keep our word, because you already paid for our product. It's like, yeah, that's not how it works. You buy something, you get what was supposed to be part of the deal. Yo, Perry, thanks for a year in a row, man. Really appreciate it. Yeah, that's super messed up, Joker, because I always had quite a lot of respect for Bethesda. I always thought that they made really good games and stuff. Like, I've really enjoyed Bethesda's games, and then they do something like this, and apparently the quality of Fallout 76 is, like, complete shit. So, just disappointing to hear. You're one of the first people I've heard actually say that it's a good game. Joker. Everyone else I hear says it's crap. Like everyone at work that I know that plays it said it was like garbage. But hey, as long as you're having fun, then that's okay. Oh god. Well, I mean, I feel like people have definitely their right to complain when they pay the extra money for something that they expect, and then they get like some cheap-ass plastic replacement instead of like an actual quality product. You know? Like that's like really bad false advertisement. They should really, you know, give what they promised to give. But I've heard like the games are like buggy as hell and like bad servers and stuff. I don't know. It sounds like how disappointed I was for the Master Chief Collection when that launched. I was salty as hell, man. Felt like they completely ruined my freaking experience. He does look really cool with the super plane. That's true. I can agree with that. Oh, what? Sparks is so freaking useless, man. Yeah, like, going back to what I was saying about Master Chief Collection, how I was disappointed, they pretty much released the game, and, for a month, for a literal month, you couldn't get into a matchmaking game in less than, like, 45 minutes. It was so bad. Oh no! I was really hoping that I could charge into him. Yeah, I remember day one I tried getting into a game. I was like super stoked. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna freaking play Halo Online again. I'm gonna play Halo 2 Online again. And you wait like an hour to get into a match, and once you're finally in the match, the server like disconnects, or it's so laggy that you can't even play. And it was like that for weeks. And they really killed like any chance of that being competitive because of that. It was really sad. I think they freaking put a stain on Halo by releasing it in that condition. Thanks, Seraphim. Yeah, it's pretty messed up how, like, you run faster based on frame rate. That's actually a thing in Oblivion. You can actually run faster based on your frame rate being faster. Which is why in Oblivion speedruns, we cap the frame rate at 60 so that, you know, people don't get advantages based on that. So we use, like, DX story to cap it. That was good. Fuck. Oh, at least I still made it up there. The bosses in this game are actually like boss levels. They're a very different take on like typical bosses in video games. They're generally like really easy to fight. But they're also like just an entire level as well. Really? Whatever. Fine. I don't even think I've looked closely enough at the game to see the logo. Oh, did I get everything? Okay. Oh wow, nice. Turning out to be a lot better run than I expected. Started off terribly though. I think this might be able to IGT. This might be able to still get a 115, maybe. Oh shit, that was my bad. Yeah, sub 110. Easy peasy. It'll either be a sub 110 or it'll be like a 121. Because that seems to be what it does. Like, It's either way more than you expect or like way less than you expect. Oh, come on. Oh. Did you get it? Okay. Well, you can't run. Thanks, Andre. I try. Yeah, you can't exactly... Can't exactly run a PS4 game on a PS1. So the answer to your question is no.
Are you ready to go?
Oh boy. That was so weird.
Needle lift.
Duh! Needle lift? No, I need you to piss off! Okay. Thought my game crashed. It looked like it did, but I guess it fixed itself. What the fuck? How did he die? There we go. What the hell's going on here? What? No! No! What the hell are you doing, Spyro? Something I wonder every freaking day. this is probably losing a fair bit of time. Well, if you forget a curly bracket, usually code doesn't compile, so. Oh my god, please don't, Gon. Please, no. Boo, fuck you, game. I don't like you at all. Really? This is really aggravating. This is what happens when you forget to hold the X button to jump, because they designed freaking supercharges like complete dumbasses. Whatever. That's like 20 seconds lost to nothing. Damn, that was terrible. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I can't get a 115 anymore. Not with this run. C isn't that hard. I mean, I don't prefer it. That's for sure. You kind of need to know it if you're going to be doing, like, anything, like... related to, like, embedded software and stuff. Thankfully, I don't work with any embedded software stuff, so... I use languages that are much more sophisticated and easier to use for what I'm using them for. But like C is definitely like the go-to if you want like really fast programs that work on embedded software. Because you just like, you have like zero overhead when it comes to C. Everything is just like as efficient as possible, or as efficient as you want it to be, pretty much. C helps you learn a lot of things like memory management and a lot of things you don't have to worry about in other languages. It's also like a lot tougher to do simpler tasks, and that just has to do with like all the extra things that you have to do that you kind of take for granted in other languages. You're kidding me. Nork, you're a freaking turd. That really sucks. Did I, like, do something wrong? Did I get all those gems? Ah, that's what happened. I did something wrong. That's why I missed him. I see. No, the idea is you want to kill him on that first cycle, and then you can just go back for the gems. You can't actually one-cycle him. It is impossible in this version.
You're toast, Nork.
Ah, yes. Pointers. Yeah. Yeah, like a lot of stuff is a lot more complex to do because of how C works. But that's kind of what happens when you get the bare minimum out of a programming language. God damn it, I needed to go to the right side. It doesn't work if you go dead on.
What's in there?
I believe this is Nasty's treasure hoard, but the gate will only open if you have found everything in the Dragon Kingdom.
Well, in Java, pointers just mean that you can, like, pass by reference and stuff. So, like, instead of, like, when you pass a variable into a method, instead of passing by value, which doesn't associate that variable being passed in to the variable that's actually getting passed in, it creates a new variable. And that's not exactly how you use it in C. Yeah, pointers are definitely used in a different way in Java. That dragon sounds like Nappa. Vegeta, what does the scout say? Come back when you have reached 100%. I can see the resemblance. No, dude. I just haven't gotten him. I think I needed to be lower there. Definitely think I needed to be just a little bit lower approaching that. Yeah, this should still be a PV. Maybe like a 116. I stand corrected. He decided he wanted to turn around. I've never had him just turn around on me like that. What a freaking asshole. Well, that sucks. It wouldn't surprise me if Spyro 3 did it better. What with like the UFOs? The guys in the UFOs? I mean, the UFO controls for like Sorceress are horrendous. I hate that fight even more than the original now. Because man, it is terrible.
Spyro the...
Oh, the extra level? Eh, maybe. $117.01. So that was like a 30-ish second PB, which makes sense because of the Magnus cutscene.